You know how this goes. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, millionaires. How are you guys doing on this wonderful Saturday? Well, we are making cake of the week. This cake of the week, well, no. Go back. We're making dessert of the week. Dessert of the week. And we're going to be using, what else? Pillsbury cake mix. But what are we making with the Pillsbury cake mix? We are making cinnamon rolls with cake mix. Shut up. I already know. Just shut up. We're going to make these cinnamon rolls, okay? All right, so we're going to do it quickly. No, we're not, because you got to let it rise for an hour and a half. Then you got to let it rise for another 30 minutes. So we're not doing anything quickly, but we're going to try to get this together quickly so we can get done, okay? As quick as possible. They're cinnamon rolls. And you're using cake mix. All right, so I'll see you over here with the ingredients. All right, you guys. Now, I have it in the order as which I'm going to be adding it to the bowl. Now, I think I'm going to end up adding something together here, but that's okay. Let's go. Let's get started right here. Let's get started right here. We have 2 tablespoons of instant dry yeast, or just instant yeast. Ain't no dry on there nowhere. Okay. We have a 1/2 cup of warm water here. We have, y'all, a teaspoon of sugar. We have 1 egg. We have 1 cup of water. We have 1 cup of milk. We have 1 teaspoon of salt. We have 1/3 cup of oil. And we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And we have 6. No. We have 4.5 cups of flour. Now, this recipe calls for 4.5 to 5. I found some who say 6. So we're going to wiggle and see what we can do with this flour. I don't want to have a million cinnamon rolls. I just want a normal batch of cinnamon rolls. They all come so big, but hey, we're going to do what we can do with 4.5. We're going to see what that looks like, millionaires. Okay, so this is our cinnamon roll. I will tell you the rest. And by now we should have had the whole thing on the screen letting you know about all the ingredients. All right, y'all, we're going to get started. We're going to start off with our warm water, our yeast, and our sugar. Okay, give me a second, get my warm water. I waited to get the warm water, so let me get it warm. All right, let's go in with our warm water. 1/2 cup. And our 2 tablespoons of yeast, which is 2 packages for me. If you had the container of yeast, you would do 2 tablespoons. Ooh, Lord, I think I got yeast flying out the pack. Okay, let's get it in there. Let's get to stirring that on up. Let's get that sugar in. It needs that sugar too to help bloom. All right, we're going to leave this for 10 minutes so it can get frothy. Okay, so let's get at 10 minutes to foam up. All right, you guys, we are ready. You should have a little puffy. See a little puffiness? Let's add in our eggs. We have foamed up enough for that. Now we're ready to go in with our egg. Stir it in really good. Then we're going to add our water and our milk. Now milk, I'm wasting it everywhere. Okay. Stir that. Now we're going to put in our cake mix. If y'all excuse me, I gotta put in my vanilla now. I would have put it in right before the cake mix, but yeah, my mind. Okay, let's get my vanilla. I want that in right now. Vanilla, yes. All right, let's get this stirred. Let's stir it in well. Let's go in with our salt. Let's go in with our oil. We're gonna put our flour in 1 cup at a time and stir as we do so. Okay, so we're gonna stir it in 1 cup at a time. Go ahead on and put the last of this in. And get it stirred. Because we're gonna get ready to put it on the mixer, and you need your bread attachment at this point. All right, let's get it on the mixer with the bread attachment. All right, we have our bread attachment, and we're gonna let this go for about 5 minutes, and then I'll see what we look like.
What we're looking at, we're gonna go 3 more minutes, and then we'll be done. So it'll be a total of 8 minutes.
All right, so we are ready to make a bowl. All right, so let's get, you guys, I got y'all so crazy there. All right, let's get this out. All right, now we're gonna cover and let that sit for 1.5 hours. Okay? And I want to be ball. All right, so I have the ingredients for the filling. It is 1 cup of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. This is 3/4 cup, maybe a little under 3/4 cup brown sugar packed. And I topped it off with regular granulated sugar. So you can do all 1 cup regular sugar. You can do all 1 cup brown sugar. I just mixed it. I just did. And in this mixture, I also want to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, in my middle mixture. Okay, now we're gonna do the glaze. You know the glaze recipe. This time on the glaze recipe, we're only gonna do melted butter, glaze, vanilla, and water. We're not gonna do milk like we normally do. We're gonna do water, okay? So let me get that started. All right, there's our butter. Go ahead and add my powdered sugar. As always, 2 to 3 cups of powdered sugar. I want it on these cinnamon rolls. Ooh-wee. Okay, let's get us some vanilla. A little bit of water and stir. I guess I'll leave it at that. But when cinnamon rolls, you got to have your glaze tight on top, and you got to have enough. Put a lid on it, put it to the side, and wait for the cinnamon rolls to rise. All right, let's see if it rolls, y'all. It's been an hour and a half. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Okay, now we're gonna just fold it on itself. Just fold it on itself. Just fold it on itself. All right, now we're gonna let it sit for 30 more minutes. All right. See you in 30. All right, so it's getting close to rollout time. So I want to go ahead on and get this middle mixture together. And so you got the regular sugar and the brown sugar. I just wanted to do it. I love me some brown sugar. Okay, cinnamon. Okay. Vanilla, baby. Potent homemade vanilla. Can't go wrong. All right, let's start. Let me see, y'all. This butter then came back together on me. It's been sitting. Ooh. Let's see how that looks. I want it nice and spreadable. Spreadable. That is a brown sugar cinnamon spread. So you know it's gonna be all up and through your cinnamon roll. Beautiful. All right, you guys, it's been 30 minutes. Let's see what we have here. Looking good. Looking good. All right, y'all, we got to go ahead with the go ahead. I got my counter nice and clean and ready for the lay down of, wow. That's all we getting. Okay, let's put a little flour on the counter. Okay, that's a lot of flour. Let's do it. I always put a lot of flour. Here's what it is. It's like an animal, y'all. Oh. That doggone. Let's put it in there. All right, let me get a little bit on my hand and watch, apparently. What it mean? But I got bubbles. Alright, let's get on the inside. Okay, if I need more, I will make more. But I'm hoping this is enough. I don't know, you guys. This is a big piece of cinnamon base, cinnamon roll base. All right, we are all the way covered. Let's get down here a little bit more. Okay, I don't know where my bench scraper is, so if I need to scrape, I'm gonna use this. But I'm gonna start on the smallest end, rolling, and rolling. Now we'll get to a point where I try to make it tighter and tighter as I can. Okay, these are going to be some huge cinnamon rolls, so I will need more than one pan. Look how big they are. I refuse to do more than one batch. This is one batch, and it is soft and gooey. It's rolling. Y'all, it's rolling, but it's soft roll too. Okay, look how big and soft that is. I'm gonna have to put that in something. I don't know what. Let me see what I can do with some parchment paper. See if I can get this to tighten it up any. Y'all, come on. What in the world? All right, let's close up these ends. So with this much, you need to cut your dough in half, then roll it out, okay? This is way too much batter, but I don't want to do that. I want to see if I can make these big. Hey, they're coming out big. They're looking big. Can't really get it to probably tighten up here. Okay. So, I'm going to refrigerate that, of course, and I will be back when it gets stiff enough I can cut. Because right now they're just so soft. So soft, millionaires. Give me a minute. Welcome to the cinnamon roll disaster. What did I do when I left you, millionaires? I wrapped it in wax paper. It stuck to the wax paper. It kept spreading. It's just too soft. Now let me tell you what I did to my recipe, which made it too soft. I cut a cup and a half of flour out because I did not want that much flour. I wanted it more cakey than floury. Wanted to be sure I was going cleaning up, y'all. I'm sorry. Wanted to be sure I was going to taste cake, right? And not so much bread. Well, not smart. Not smart, but guess what? I'm gonna let this rise because it needs to rise for 15 minutes. I'm gonna cover. I'm gonna let it rise and I'm gonna bake it just as it is. Because what I have made and was not trying to make is a cinnamon roll cake. We're gonna see how this comes out. We're gonna cook it and we're gonna see how it comes out, millionaires. So I'm gonna cover this, which is not covered good enough for me. Let me get something to cover it. I'm here to tell you, I don't care if I make a mistake. I don't care what I do. I'm gonna show you guys. I want you to see and we're gonna learn from our mistakes. And what did we learn, millionaires? That we gotta put the amount of sugar that the recipe tells you to put. There are reasons behind recipes, okay? But we're gonna make this all better. We're gonna make it all better. All right? Don't fret, my pet. We're gonna make it all better. So we're gonna let it sit there for 15 minutes. Hopefully it'll spread a little bit more so we can have a full pan cake. And yeah, we're gonna have a cinnamon roll cake instead of cake cinnamon rolls. All right, millionaires, it is not over until the fat lady sings. And I am not singing, okay? I am not singing. We're gonna make this. I don't care what it looks like. I know it's gonna taste delicious because all of the flavors and everything is in there as it should be. Now I'm gonna tell you where I went wrong just to make sure you understand, because the recipe I put up here is gonna be the exact recipe, not what I did. All right. And they're showing you who else put their fails on here, millionaires. Who gonna put their fails on here? Me. Who gonna turn their fails into a plus? Me. And you might say, well, I'd rather make it like that then. Okay, anyway. So, I know it has 6 cups of sugar. I mean, 6 cups of flour. Did not want that much flour because I did not want two pans of cinnamon rolls. I love the recipe and I wanted to break it down so I will only have 1 pan of cinnamon rolls. So I need you to read where I was coming from. You understand? So I was going to, I took out a 1.5 cups of flour. I said that should reduce it a lot. Did I reduce the liquids? I only took away 1 egg. It should have 2 eggs. I took away 1 egg. I kept the same amount of oil. I kept the same amount of milk and water. Only because there are so many recipes, millionaires. When I do a recipe, I check all the recipes. I say, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You doing this, but you doing this. I love to compare and all the things. So all of my recipes are telling me the same amount of liquid, but a different amount of flour. I had some telling me 4.5 cups of flour, still the same amount of liquid. I had one telling me more yeast, still the same amount. None of them 6 cups of flour. None of them 6 cups of flour. So I'm just knowing I can get away with reducing it and leaving everything as it is. I just took away an egg. That's liquid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking away some liquid. And I be doggone, I need that 1.5 cups of flour. That would be perfect with that 1.5 cups of flour. So you learn when you are trying to do a recipe, you want to break it down. You can't just break down 1 or 2 things. You have to break down everything. It's a reason that there's an amount for everything and everything has an amount. But like I say, I see all these recipes with less flour but the same amount of liquid. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you know what? When you're in the kitchen and you are baking, experiment. What's wrong? Experiment. It's flour. Flour, sugar, and eggs. But don't go crazy. Because, you know, eggs have gone back down. But people can't afford just be messing off stuff to be messing off. You still want to try your best. And that is what I did. I tried my best. But I just did not complete the task as it started out. We will complete the task, but not as it started out. Okay? All right, we're going to see how this turn out. I believe it's going to be really good. It's rolled up. It's layers of cinnamon and brown sugar, and the cake part is going to be delicious. Come on now. How can you go wrong? Besides it being the wrong shape. We'll see. All right, let's see what monster we have created. It's been 15 minutes. Did it rise anymore? It did. That is too funny. You know what? This paper is horrible for this. Look. This is wax paper. I gotta give me some parchment paper. I'm not finna play. Okay, I want to spread this down as much as I can to the sides. This reminds me of a big old cinnamon roll I used to buy from the school. My son and daughter was in school. They would sell these big old pastries just like this, huge, with the fruit in it and all that, and it'd be all crossed up and stuff. And I guess that's good right there, y'all. Look. Look what we made. Look what we made. Okay, it's going in the oven. You can see it has room to grow when it gets in the oven, so it doesn't come out the pan. And I'm also going to put water at the bottom in the cookie sheet for even cooking. That is a lot. I should have cut that in half, shouldn't I? I know I should have, but that's okay. I'm putting it in, and I'll be back in 35, 40, 45, 55 minutes. I'll let you know how long it took. So we are at 37 minutes, y'all. I want y'all to see this monster. Whoa. Diggity. Ooh, So I'm gonna take it out when it goes off, and I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut down in it before I glaze it. So I gotta make sure it's done down in there. So we gotta cut down in it. Y'all, what have I done? I have created a monster. I have done cinnamon rolls where I put too much flour. I have never done cinnamon rolls where I put not enough flour. This is my first time, and I want to see what I have created. I am so tickled. I'm so tickled. All I keep saying is, oh my God. I'll be back. All right, we're going to see if it's looking ready on the inside, because it's starting to come out of the pan here. Whew. And I really don't want y'all look at that. Millionaires, what have I created? A monster. Millionaires, I have been recording. I have done the whole thing, and I did not hit the button. I'm not finna eat all this, okay? I don't know why. I'm not gonna eat it all. But it's cooked all the way through. I made sure of it. I made sure of that. So we'll eat down it because the top is a little crusty. Y'all, listen, I recorded the whole thing and you weren't there. I'm so sorry. But there it is. Looks delicious. I made sure it was done all the way through. It's all gooey and all of that. Ooh-wee. Okay, let's try. I said a lot of things when you guys weren't here. So, if you don't like the cake, if you don't like this cinnamon roll cake, do not make this cinnamon roll cake. But this is a cinnamon roll, box cake, cinnamon roll cake. I'm gonna say it all because it's everything. It's all of that. And I'm finna try it. Shh. Oh my God. It tastes just like a cinnamon roll. I don't taste any box cake. It tastes like a regular, delicious cinnamon roll. Delicious cinnamon roll. Nothing different. No different taste. Oh my God. You can see layers. Oh my Lord. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to do it. But it's done. And it is absolutely delicious. Oh my God. Ooh, so make it or don't make it, millionaires. I'm gonna put the recipe, I'm gonna put what I did. That is what I'm gonna put. So make it or don't make it. If it's soft like this, then you can find a way to get it in the pan better than I did, I guess. I don't know, but God. So look at what I did and do it different. But get it in that pan and cook it. Whoa. And I ended up doing 325, so because it needed to cook slow. It's layers upon layers upon layers. I'll see you guys in the next video. Mistakes can be so nice, so nice, so nice. See you in the next video, millionaires. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Millionaires, we're doing another video, another wonderful dessert of the week. We're making, guess what we're making? Cinnamon rolls. Okay, so the last video, the last cinnamon roll video we did, we end up making a cinnamon roll cake out of the cinnamon rolls because it was absolutely too soft to cut and all of that, but I did not want to add any more flour to it, so that was my fault. But it was the best doggone cinnamon roll cake we ever had. Okay, we tore it up. But this time we're gonna make cinnamon rolls. If I gotta add flour in order to get them to stay, they're gonna stay this time. Okay, and this cinnamon roll is actually something new. This cinnamon roll, you make your bread batter and you leave it overnight. You let it rise, then you put it in the refrigerator and it stays overnight, because this is a brioche bread. If you don't know, cinnamon roll is a bread. So it's gonna be a brioche bread. So we get to put the dough in the refrigerator overnight, and then we can make the cinnamon rolls the next day. So, y'all, I'm about to sweat. So, let me tell you what we have for ingredients, and then I'm gonna put the ingredients right here on the screen. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready, get started. All right, ingredients, millionaires. We have 1 cup of buttermilk. We have 6 tablespoons of flour right next to the buttermilk. We have 3 3/4 cups of flour back here. We have 5 eggs. We have 2 tablespoons of oil. We have 3/4 cups of sugar. We have a teaspoon of vanilla. We have a pinch of salt. And we have 1 pack of fast rising instant yeast. We're gonna get ready to get started. We're gonna need a pot for our flour, because we will be cooking our flour. All right, I have it on low, and I'm gonna add my buttermilk. I hope I said buttermilk. I don't think I told y'all buttermilk. So this is a cup of buttermilk. We're gonna add that, and we're gonna add our 6 tablespoons of flour, and then I'm gonna stir and let it cook until it thickens. All right, be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to stir, break it down, and let it get thick. Once it gets thick, we're going to add it to the mixer, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. So I'll be back once this has gotten thick as I need it to be. And when I say thick, it's going to be thick. All right, so I have gotten to the thickness that I need. See that thickness? Now we're going to add it to the mixer and spread it around down in the bottom so it can cool. We need it to cool, and then we'll be able to put everything else in here. All right. I'm going to spread it around down in here so it can cool quicker. Because in a lump, you know, it's not going to cool. Cool for a few minutes. And I'll be back when I'm ready to start adding the ingredients. All right, and we are cool enough to get started. All right, so let's get started. We are going to add our flour. Ooh, I know all that flour just came out. This is a last minute dish. That's why I'm just in a hurry, y'all, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, now we got our 5 eggs. Just dumping everything in. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. 2 tablespoons of oil. Tablespoon of vanilla. Now, this is bread. You do not have to add vanilla. Adding vanilla is something I want to do, but I feel like I have to do. So, you know, that's me. Okay. All right. Now, sugar and our yeast. Now, this is supposed to be a full pack of yeast. I don't have a full pack, but I'm going to use what I got to get what I want. Hold on. Let me put my salt in first, y'all. Just while I'm thinking about it. Let's get that salt. And that's a pinch of salt. Okay? A pinch. Yeah. Hold on. I mean, I got a pretty good amount here, but it's not quite what it should be. But look at that. I think I did pretty good. All right, now we're gonna get to mixing, and we're gonna bring this together for 6 to 8 minutes, okay? All right, and there we go. That's 8 minutes. Now I'm gonna put the butter in, and we're gonna go 20 minutes. 1 stick of butter, cut into little pieces. And then once that's done, we're going to the bowl. We're going to let it cover it and let it rise for, let's see how long we want to do this. 30 minutes. It's going to be 30 minutes. I'll come back and tell you again once we're done. Let me get this incorporated. 20 minutes. All right, millionaires, that was about 10 minutes in the blender, 10 minutes hand kneading, and you see, you just beat it, knead it until it stops being sticky. Put it in your oil bowl, cover it, and I'm gonna leave it in a warm place for 20 minutes. All right, I'll be back. Should double in size. All right, so it should be proofed good and ready to go in the refrigerator. Didn't do too much, but we'll see when they get it out the refrigerator in the morning. Hopefully it did a little more. Like I say, I did not have enough. I didn't have a whole thing of yeast. I didn't have a whole package, but it should have been enough. I think it was enough. I ain't gonna even mess with it. It's going in the refrigerator, okay? So I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, millionaires, it is not morning, but it is the next day. Have I taken out the cinnamon roll dough? No, I have not. Am I scared to take it out? Yes, I am. I've had it in there. Yeah, I don't know for the life of me why I can't get these cinnamon rolls. Simply cinnamon rolls, just right, correct. What I'm trying to do is find a cinnamon roll that will last and not have to be warmed up. When you take it out, it's still fluffy and soft and, you know, like you do from the store. You know, that's what I'm trying to get, and I haven't had it. That night you make it is so delicious. You may be able to eat it the next night without warming it up. But the next night, you got to hit it's bread, and it dries out quickly. It depends on how you have it stored and all those kind of things. But I don't want the cream. You know, they try to do it with the heavy whipping cream. I don't like that. So I don't want to do it. I don't want it wet. You know, I just want a cinnamon roll. I want to take it out the package, and boom, it's still soft. So that's what I'm looking for, millionaires. Now, have we done it this time after I done left it in the refrigerator all night and had for the next day? I don't know. Okay. So we need to get our filling done first. Let's get the filling done first. Okay, we have 2 sticks of butter. I said 2 sticks. We have 1 cup of brown sugar, and I packed it. We have 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm going to mix this all together. All right, let's see how this is going to come out. We got vanilla. I do not cook without vanilla. Bake, my bad. I don't bake without vanilla. Just sorry. Oh, ooh, Big Daddy. Ooh, Big Daddy. It's a lot, okay? Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna get some more brown sugar, of course. And yeah, don't use 2 sticks. Unless it works out, I'll let you know if we're gonna use 2 sticks, but I don't see how that could call for 2 sticks. It has to be 2 sticks and 2 cups of powdered sugar. You feel me? Let me get it done. All right, I added more brown sugar. That's a little better because what I saw of the recipe, it was like this. It was just like that. but it did not squish out, or we're gonna see. So we're gonna let this sit to the side. So that was 2 cups of brown sugar and 2 sticks. And I put another tablespoon of cinnamon. I didn't put any more vanilla. All right, I'll be back with the bowl. All right. Ooh, let's see what we got. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. It's in there. It ain't bad. Let's see if we can get it out. Oh, it is stiff. That's a stiff bugger there. So we want to work with it while it's cold. We want to get it stretched and squished, and I see air bubbles. That's good. Ooh, I feel air bubbles. That's good. That means something activated. Okay, I think we may be able to get something out of this. I would change the recipe. We ain't gonna use that much butter, but we are gonna spread this stuff on. And we're gonna see. Give you a stick, maybe a stick and a half, and the 2 cups of brown sugar. I mean, it went. So I put it in the recipe. You see how much it is. So it's up to you. You want to use that, amount. Okay? All right, millionaires, you see what happened. Okay, I don't want it too soft because I need to be able to handle it. So, let's go, y'all. Oh, my God. Can you believe what I'm doing? Only me. Oh, and then it's sticking. I already... Okay, not bad. Squeezing that stomach. These ends, I'm just gonna stick them in when I get down here. Okay, now, am I gonna be able to move this big old baby? Is what I need to know. Can I move, y'all? Oh, I moved it, y'all. It's like a big old snake. Whoa. So we kind of was here last time, right? This time, I'm gonna be smarter with it. I'm gonna handle this thing. I'm in control. This bread is a little tougher than my last bread. Last bread was absolutely dope. I'm still gonna pinch. I didn't lose a lot. I did not lose a lot. I'm still gonna pinch. And I'm still going to cut and put them in the pan. Okay. All right, now right here you can use the string method with the floss, but I don't have any, of course. So mine are going right into the pan as they are. I got a serrated knife. I'll put them back together once they hit the pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover that, and I'm going to let it sit in this oven where it's kind of warm. Turn this light on, let it get some warmth from the oven. Let them sit. Hold on, let me show you what they look like. All right, we're gonna let them sit for about 30 minutes, millionaires. And let them rise in the pan. Look at that. But look at that. Oh, you can't tell me that's not gonna be scrumptious. Scrumptious. And that dough, I gotta explain to you about this dough too while they're rising, okay? Let me get this together, get it set so we can talk about this dough. Okay, so the dough. The dough needs to be kneaded, and you can use the mixer if your mixer can handle it. My mixer could not handle it. I end up having to knead with this here for about 15 minutes. The total in the mixer after you put the butter in is 20 minutes. Before the butter is 6 to 8 minutes. And then you come back for 20 minutes. All right, let's get our glaze done. So, I say glaze because that's what I do. Now, I almost made buttercream frosting. I changed my mind. So, we got 3 tablespoons of melted butter. I have some warm water here. It's 1/3. I might not use all that. I'm sure I won't. 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I actually did 2 teaspoons. I sure did. So I know I want. This is like the frosting that they put in the little tin that comes with the cinnamon rolls, pillsbury cinnamon rolls. It's nice and thick. It's not sour cream. It's just this right here. Well, you look at it. Boop. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So, oven is preheated, 350, and we're going to cook them for 25 to 30 minutes. Now, okay, millionaires, what you're looking at is what I'm going to be making for dessert tonight. You're going to have to see these cinnamon rolls to believe these cinnamon rolls, okay? Wait a minute. This is what happens when you don't have the correct amount or really active instant yeast. I knew it was short, the package. I had already used out of it. I just was hoping. And it was open. It was an open packet. So the way I made it, you really can't tell if it's active because you put it in the dry ingredients. Look at this. Look at this soupy. Yes, soupy. Now, how many times did I say, oh, that's just too much. That's just too much butter. That's just too much butter. But maybe if the yeast had my dough the way it was supposed to be, it would have sucked up the juices. See, I don't think my dough even sucked the juices up, so it's not going to get my glaze. No, this glaze is going to get some lemon put in it, and that's going to be the glaze for my cake. Hey, I'm the first to say, and you ought to feel the texture, millionaires. Oh my God. Okay, that's all I can say. It's, oh my God, this is not a freaking cinnamon roll texture at all. Okay, so I'm gonna dig one out. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna inspect it and all the things, okay? All right. All right, let's see what we have. I'm not scared to look. They are tough little cookies. I want to see this one. I don't even want to see one on the end because it's brown for no reason at all. Y'all, it's still like I just wrapped it. It's not like I cooked it at all. No rise, no. So this is a cinnamon roll with no yeast. If you ever wanted to know a cinnamon roll with no yeast, this is it right here. Let me give you this video go up as a cinnamon roll fail, okay? You might well say cinnamon roll fail number 2. Number 2, we're gonna count them. Because as soon as I get my instant yeast, we're doing this same recipe over again. I don't know if I'm gonna use 2 freaking It's done. Okay, let's taste it. Yeah, I won't be using 2 sticks of butter. That's for sure. Look at that. It's just swimming in butter. Swimming in butter. It's done. It's done, though. It tastes like a cinnamon roll, but not the fluffy cinnamon roll I was looking for. No, 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 no. And I'm not making hubby eat this. No. No. So I got everything down packed. I just need my instant yeast. And I have active dry yeast, but the recipe doesn't call for that. Active dry yeast, you have to let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. And that has nothing to do with this recipe. You have to put it in liquid, let it sit. This is not this recipe. So I said, I'm going to try to get away. I wish I had a show. I did show y'all in the beginning. I said I was going to try to get away with it. Don't taste bad, but it don't taste good because the texture ain't right. Do it almost taste like a cinnamon roll? Yeah, look. And it completely came apart. Cinnamon, butter, sugar. Still good, right? So that was a waste. A waste, a waste, a waste. A fail, a fail, a fail. You get it right. All right. If you give me a minute, I'm going to clean this out and get this cake put together really, really quickly so you can see the outcome. I just made this cake, so I'm going to make the same thing. I'm just doing lemon in my frosting. Frosting I already made. Same cake ingredients and all the things. So I'll show you the cake and we can eat that together when I get done with it. All right. See you in a minute. All right. I made sure to put about 5 of those away for hubby because they're still good. It's just the texture is not it. Okay. It's just not it. It's just a dough. It's a soft dough. It ain't even a hard dough. It ain't just a soft pillowy dough. A soft fluffy dough. No, it's not. And all of the insides just went away. It's just, no. Okay, so I did save it for him. Casey want to eat them because, like I say, they are pretty good. It's dough and cinnamon and it's what it's supposed to be. So I do want to give you the recipe for the lemon cake that I'm going to make. I'm just going to do a lemon cake. I'm just going to do the box of the white cake mix, half a box of lemon jello that I had left. I put in the cake mix. I put a cup of water. I put 4 eggs. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And I hope I said a cup of milk. I hope I didn't say water. A cup of milk. A cup of milk. Yeah. Don't do a cup of water. A cup of milk. And a half a cup of oil. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And what else I say? And 4 eggs. I'm not even doing egg whites. I'm doing the whole egg. Okay? All right. So we got a whole different cake here. We're going to get them cinnamon rolls. I promise you that. We're going to get those cinnamon rolls. Hold on. So y'all can see what I'm doing. I don't give up that easy. No, 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 no. I have made good cinnamon rolls. I just like to try different recipes. So I'm going to conquer this recipe. You feel me? I'm going to conquer. And that 2 butters, I just don't understand. 2 sticks of butter. That had to be a misprint out of this world. Okay, let me get my eggs and I'll be back. So I know I recently put up, I always get a bowl to crack your eggs. Don't crack them in your batter. Yes, I just made a lemon cake. Well, I just did a lemon cake short. But I made that lemon cake a while back. So it's not like I'm doing lemon cake back to back. But it's going to look like it. So please know that, no, I did not. But it's the first pudding I grabbed. The first that I said, okay, I'll do this. Because I got cherry, I have grape, which is what I said I was going to do, grape. But I changed my mind. I went with lemon. All right, everybody's in. Everything is in. I'm going to whip some air into this cake mix. And yeah. Be sure to scrape the bowl. All right, I'm ready to put it up in my pan and get this in the oven. So once we finish this cake, when me and hubby finish this cake, next Saturday, it will be cinnamon rolls again. I'm gonna have my instant yeast. I'm gonna put the exact amount that it calls for in the recipe. I promise, okay? Okay, that looks great. Going in the oven at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. In the bottom of the oven, I fill a cookie sheet, put it in the bottom of the oven to keep it moist and even. And it does help a lot. All right, I want you to see the cake quickly before it deflates. All right, we are completely cooled. Let's get to cutting. Let me tell you, let's get to cutting. Let's ice this cake. Looking great. All right, let's finish. I have some steel action here. All right, let's get us a piece of cake, y'all. And that frosting is really runny for me to not have put milk in it. It don't want to stiffen for me. When you do water, it'll stiffen. When you do milk, it won't. So it's acting like I put milk in it and I didn't. I want all of my frosting, y'all. All of my glaze. Don't call me greedy. All right, here we go. There are the cinnamon rolls that were to be and the delicious lemon cake that is. Okay. So there we go. Bad with the good. You got to put the bad with the good, y'all. You got to do the bad. You got to do the good. Okay, so we always get to see when our bakes on these channels, when everything turn out good, you get to see the video. When it turn out bad, you don't get to see the video, millionaires. But I'm going to show you on my channel, okay, when it turn out bad. Now, that's the second cinnamon. You haven't gotten your first cinnamon roll. Well, you should. You should have the first cinnamon roll video now that turned out to be a cinnamon roll cake. Absolutely delicious, but it didn't turn out to be cinnamon rolls. This time, the cinnamon rolls turned out to be, I don't know what you want to call them. And they have gotten hard, still a little soft in some places, but they will have to be warmed up. This is not it. So this is the no. We did no. Trying to give you a sad face. I can't even do it. And then here we go. We did good. Okay? We did good. All right. Let's taste it. Oh, look at that. Look at that pillow. That's a pillow of deliciousness. Was a white cake, now a lemon cake. Yes. Yes, indeed. Mayonnaise, we can't go wrong with the cake, okay? I've said that a million times. But we're going to get that cinnamon roll recipe, and we're going to get it done correctly, okay? Cheers to you for hanging in there with me until we get the recipe that I want and I'm going to keep and I'm going to use all the time, okay? First 2 attempts, blah. I don't think I even want to make that first one the correct way. The only way I make that first one the correct way is I need a whole lot of 2 pans full of cinnamon rolls. And if I had added the flour that it wanted me to add, it wouldn't have tasted as good as it did. This time, we are missing the main ingredient, the yeast. When I tell you I have active dry yeast, but like I say, that's a different recipe. That is not the recipe that I had. That recipe was for instant dry yeast, and I only had what I had, and it just did not do it. It did not do it. I knew from the beginning when they did not rise at all in the bowl overnight, it didn't rise. It didn't rise when I knew that, but it was too late. There was nothing else I could do, man. So we had to take it to the end. We had to. So, like I say, the next one, we're going to try this one again, but I'm going to get instant this time, okay? I'm going to get a whole pack, 2 packs, 3 packs, whatever we need. I think the recipe called for 2 1/4. I'm going to have 2 tablespoons and 1/4 tablespoon for the next recipe, I promise, okay? So for now, it's lemon cake for me and hubby. Of course, he don't mind, and neither do I. So millionaires, I love you guys from the moon, stars, beyond, and back. Please, please, please like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I'm here messing up on my cinnamon rolls, but coming back with what? Some delicious cake. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. So, did you like, share, subscribe? Did you hit the bell to be notified?